You're going to have a new manager when you go back to Everton. Just your reaction to that. I know the Rafa Benitez speculation has been hanging in the air for a while, but he will be your new manager when you go back.
Yeah, of course. With Carlo going to Real Madrid, it was hard for him to turn the job down. So we knew he was a new manager. In Rafa, the new manager, you've seen his career, the amount of trophies he's won, his desire to win matches every time. And I had a phone call. He rang me last night, so it was nice to get to speak to him. And he said, "Enjoy the tournament, do well for England, and see you when I get back."
At the end of the games, Sweet Caroline seems to be the soundtrack of Wembley when you win. I was just asking what it's like when you see the families all grouped together singing like that, and also the singer of the song, Neil Diamond, he's now an England supporter. So I was just asking your reaction to that.
Yeah, it's a great song for starters. It's an unbelievable song, and you get to see it a lot at the boxing events, and you see the atmosphere there. So then you see your families and friends bouncing off it at the end of the game after a performance. It gives you added motivation. We want more of that, and it's nothing better than seeing your families enjoy themselves.
Jordan, there's been quite a lot said about the atmosphere at Wembley the other night, but obviously those scenes are kind of being played out in pubs and beer gardens and goodness knows what else all around the country as well. I just wondered, to what extent have you had contact with kind of friends and family back home, and to what extent have you seen scenes in Newcastle or in Sunderland or whatever, and kind of know that the whole country's behind you, and and it's not just the 40,000 at Wembley?
Yeah, I've seen on my Snapchats with some of my mates at the games and in the beer gardens and stuff, and it's just nice to see, people enjoying themselves now with the pandemic, and with us performing well, it's giving them an extra buzz, and that's what you want. That's all you want to see, really. Luckily enough, I've had my family, my friends down to the games as well, so I've been lucky to see them at the games and supporting me on. So, but yeah, definitely, I've seen a few of my mates having a few drinks in the beer gardens.
It's a different routine. You're getting on a plane. It's your first away game. You are going to miss those fans, aren't you?
Yeah, of course. We've got to create our own atmosphere then come Saturday in Rome, which we're capable of doing. But the fans were tremendous the other night and throughout the group stages as well. So I think that gives us added motivation for the game Saturday to come back to a semi-final with 60,000 fans.
In the short period of time that you've had, what have you managed to do together as a group to look at Ukraine and their weaknesses and strengths?
Yeah, we watched the game, I think, on the way home the other night. So watched them against Sweden. Then we had a team meeting. We had a team meeting this morning and just going through their setup, really.
How would you personally rate your performance?
Yeah, it was a good game, and for me it was a good game. I was in the moment, and I've got to be in the moment for England, and I felt I was there and making the saves when I've got to, and train hard all week with Marge and the other keepers, and to make them saves on match days pleasing. So yeah, for me it was an all-round performance.
What do you mean when you say you have to stay in the moment?
Yeah, you just got to be ready, concentration levels have got to be high, and I've just got to be 100% all the way through the game. Sometimes you don't have too much to do. 2 or 3 saves against Germany, a couple of crosses, bit of distribution, but I've got to be concentrated throughout the match.
Is that something that you've worked on particularly, concentration levels?
No, not really. I just fully focus and just being ready always, and I'm feeling good.
Still not conceded a goal. The only goalkeeper in the tournament not to have conceded, I think. How important is that stat to you personally?
Yeah, for me it's very good, and it's really nice. But it's not just me, It's a full 11, and everyone's working hard to keep them clean sheets because, tournament football, clean sheets are key, and to just give us a basis of keeping clean sheets will keep us progressing and give the lads up front the opportunity to go and score goals.
Gareth Southgate has shown a lot of faith in you over the years. What's your relationship like with him?
Yeah, it's good. 21s was my first. I remember 21s. He was my manager until he got the job with the seniors, and I always remember. I think it was under 17 Euros in Serbia. think he was part of the FA then, and I remember him coming to the semi-final against Holland. So I think he's seen a lot of us through the years with going through the age groups, and I think that's a great thing for England, you know, the pathway for us. Everyone's played the youth team for England to get that pathway through the seniors.
There's no denying you've been brilliant in this tournament, but there has been criticism of you before you came to this tournament. Even Gary Neville, someone who's quite high profile still, has tweeted that he's been critical of you when you were playing for Everton, but actually you've been England's standout performer so far in England. How aware are you of the criticism, and does it affect your performance?
Yeah, I think you're always up for criticism when you're an England player and when you're a professional footballer, really. And it's about just adapting yourself and maturing each day as a person and as a footballer, and becoming the best you can be, working hard off the pitch as well as on the pitch, and just getting the best out of yourself.
You use that word maturity. Quite a few people, I think, have noticed that you have changed perhaps off the pitch, and it's translated to your performances on the pitch. Do you feel like you've matured as a person on and off the pitch?
Yeah, definitely. Having a son definitely helps. You know, that changes your life, and yeah, definitely. I feel I have changed. I'm 27 now, so playing a lot more football matches, and throughout your career, you know, the numbers start adding up, and every day is a learning curve. You learn something new, and on the training pitch, being at home, something's always learning. So I think that's the biggest factor for me.
And just finally, how confident are you after beating Germany that you can go and follow that up with a win against Ukraine?
Yeah, you know, beating Germany was a massive game for us as a nation, and massive game for us in a tournament football base. Then we just need to be on our A game come Saturday against Ukraine. We know it's going to be a tough game. Every game's tough, so we'll be ready for Ukraine on Saturday.
Good luck.
Jordan, how challenging is it to come down from such a big win against Germany and build yourself up again mentally and physically to reach those same levels for Ukraine on Saturday?
Yeah, it was a massive win and a massive moment for me. Like in my career, to be beating Germany at home at Wembley, so it was a great day, great experience. But at England, we have the best staff in the country at the jobs. You know, we've got the best sports scientists, the best psychologists. So we have all that in place for us to give ourselves the best chance to be ready for Saturday.
I understand that Harry Kane gave quite an inspirational speech in a huddle before the match against Germany. Can you give us any insight into what was said and what he's like as a leader for England?
Yeah, it speaks for himself as a person. Harry, he's brilliant. He's a top lad. He leads on and off the pitch. He does everything properly, and he's great to look up to for us as players. And just a normal lad, but the inspiration, you know, for us when you first come into camps and stuff. He's such a nice lad that it just makes it so easy to fit in as a group if you're a new player coming into the group. And yeah, I can't really remember the speech before the game, but it was definitely got us fired up.